Hello students, myself Archana Varude from Praveen Patel College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. In last video, we completed the types of rectifiers, that is half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. In this video, we are going to learn about what is meant by peak inverse voltage, how to find the rectification efficiency, what is meant by TUF, what is meant by filter, and what are the types of filter. First we start from peak inverse voltage. That peak inverse voltage is also known as PIV, and it is the maximum value of reverse voltage that a diode can withstand without destroying its PN junction during the non-conduction period, and it is called as a PIV, that is peak inverse voltage. Then how to calculate the rectification efficiency, and for that symbol used is eta, and this rectification efficiency means it is the ratio of DC power output to the AC power input of the rectifier, and it is usually denoted by the symbol eta, and it is expressed in percentage, and thus better the rectification efficiency, more will be the DC power output for the same AC input. Or we can write the formula for rectification efficiency: eta is equals to DC power output upon AC power input. And next point is what is my TUF. TUF means transformer utilization factor, and its formula is DC power output to the AC rating of transformer. The definition is TUF of rectifier is defined as the ratio of DC power available at the load resistor to the AC rating of the secondary coil of a transformer. Then what is my form factor? That form factor is defined as it is the ratio of RMS value, that means root mean square value of the current, to the average DC value of the current. Therefore, formula is written as form factor is equals to I RMS upon that I average value of the current. Then what is by ripple? We know that when we provide that AC input to a device, and when we use the rectifier, then that rectifier, it is the device which convert AC input into DC output. But when we find that output, then it is a DC output, but sometimes there is a AC component present in the output of the diode, and that is called as a ripple. Then what is the ripple frequency? The number of ripple pulses present in the rectifier output per second is called as a ripple frequency, and the value of ripple frequency of a half wave rectifier is 50 Hz, and whereas that of the full wave rectifier is 100 Hz for the input AC signal of 50 Hz frequency. Then what is meant by filters? We know that the rectifiers provides a pulsating DC output voltage across the load containing some ripple, that means some component of AC input voltage, and hence these circuits do not provide ripple free, that means does not provide pure or steady DC voltage, and the presence of this ripple is most undesirable in many electronic circuits and systems, and because it may affect their normal operation. So ripple must be kept away from the load, and it should be removed from the rectifier, that is pulsating output, and therefore there is a necessity of filter circuit for removing or filtering the ripple and only allowing the DC voltage to reach the load. And the object of rectification is to provide a steady DC voltage similar to the voltage from the battery for using at the various electronic circuits. And if we compare the half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier, then that full wave rectifier provides a better DC voltage than that of the half wave rectifier. But even a full wave rectifier does not provide the pure DC output voltage, or it is not a ripple free DC output voltage, and therefore a device is used or a electrical circuit is used called as filter, and it is defined as which minimizes the undesirable AC component from the rectifier output and only allows the DC component to reach the load. And there are some functions of filter. First function is to remove the ripple from the rectified output voltage. That means to remove the AC component from the output voltage. Second is to oppose the alternating AC voltage. Third is to allow the pure DC voltage. And fourth is to improve the ripple factor. And these filters are classified into four types. First is series inductor filter. It is also called as choke filter. Second is shunt capacitor filter. Third is choke input filter, or it is also known as LC or L type filter. Fourth is capacitor input, or it is called as pi type filter, or it is also known as CLC filter. CLC means here two capacitors and one inductor is used. Now first see that first type of filter is series inductor filter, and its another name is choke filter. This is the diagram for series inductor filter. Here that inductor L is used, and here one load resistor is used, and here that input is from rectifier, and across the load resistor we find the output. And the definition of series inductor is: in series inductor filter, the inductor is connected in series with the rectifier output and the load resistor, and therefore it is called as a series inductor filter. And here the inductor is used, and that inductor has a property that it opposes any change in the current AC flowing through the circuit, and this property is used to reduce the current ripple in the output of the rectifier. These are some photographs of various inductors, and this inductor, it is also called as a coil, choke or a reactor, and it is a passive two terminal electrical component that stores energy in a magnetic field when electric current flows through it. And this inductor typically consists of an insulated wire wound into a coil. Then working principle of this inductor. An inductor has the fundamental property of opposing any change in the current flowing through it, and this property is used in this series inductor filter. Whenever the current through an inductor tends to change, a back EMF, that means electromotive force, is induced in the current, and this induced EMF prevents the current from changing its value. And if there is a sudden change in current that might have occurred in the circuit without an inductor, L is smoothed out by the presence of the inductor. And the rectifier output contains AC components as well as DC components. When the rectified output passes through the inductor, it offers high reactance to the AC component of the rectified output, and so no resistance to the DC component, and therefore AC component of the rectified output is opposed and only DC component reaches the load resistor RL, and practically it contains a small AC component also. Here that inductor is used to oppose the AC component, but practically it is not possible When we find the output voltage, it contains small amount of AC component also. And this is the output waveforms for the series inductor filter. Here these waveforms without filter, and when we use the choke filter, that is series inductor filter, that output is like this. Then advantages of series inductor filter. The series inductor filter has low ripple factor at heavy load currents, that is low load resistance, because current and resistance are inversely proportional to each other. Second is the series inductor filter reduces the ripple in the DC output of the rectified output, because here inductor is used. It has no surge current through diode, and this surge current means it is a sudden rise and fall in a short duration of time above normal or rated value, and this phenomenon can be observed in AC or DC circuit also. Then disadvantages of series inductor filter. The series inductor filter is a bulky and more costly. It cannot be used with half wave rectifier, but it is to be always used with full wave rectifier. Third is it gives low output DC voltage for large values of inductance. Fourth is it has poor voltage regulation. Next is it has high ripple factor for light loads, that is small load currents. It is not suitable for light loads as ripple factor is directly proportional to the load resistance, and it produces audible noise at the output. That's all about the series inductor filter. Thank you.